the evolution of music. It went viral on YouTube.
Kids laugh.
So the number one rule.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
We want all the smoke. What up, it's your boy Lil Wyte, and you are watching Guitar and Feather. Cue.
Alright, brother, we're going to start at the beginning, so...
Way back. Cussing or no cussing?
If you can, not cuss, but...
Alright, I won't.
Alright.
Cuss.
I mean, I got some church folk. My mom was in the choir,
That's
so...
fine. Sorry, Mom.
Appreciate
I got a
that.
foul mouth, but I'll watch it for you, Mom.
Alright, let's start at the beginning. Can you tell me who or what was your major influence and what instance made you start wanting to do music?
Of course, 3-6 Mafia. You know what I mean? I grew up born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. In about, let's see, I'd say 94, 95, Skinny Pimp, King of the Players album came out. And one of my favorite verses of all time is one Skinny's, and I learned it the night the album came out. I skipped school, went and got the cassette, and I learned this entire verse before anybody else heard the album. So like the next day I was at the lunch table and I spit that verse and everybody was like, and one of my best friends at the time, Lil Black, he was the one getting the name Lil Wyte, shout out to Lil Black, he was like, bro, screw learning everybody else's stuff, bro. I think you can actually do this stuff. And have you ever tried to write? And I was like, I mean, I'm pretty creative, I guess I can try it. I went home, wrote a couple of bars down, whatever. And I eventually took 2 boom boxes, one with the microphone, one push record play, and another and literally what's even crazier is the original very, very first beat I ever rapped on was the beat on 3-6 Mafia, the End album. It's the only beat 3-6 Mafia has ever put out on an album, just the track. It's like, boom, boom, barrel, barrel. Boom, 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 and turn into Step Into This Mask and do a kitchen class. So I freestyled over that beat and I gave it to a couple of guys that lived in the neighborhood and stuff, and they liked it, and that's just
Started it off.
pretty much, yeah.
My second
15 years old, so yeah.
My second question was, what was it like working with hip-hop giants, rap giants, 3-6 Mafia, but, because we all love 3-6, sipping on some scissor, but, I'm going to change that question into, can you tell me a crazy story that happened about something that they wouldn't mind?
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, I was just telling y'all outside, like, this September 2021 is the 20th anniversary when I signed my contract. I was 17 years old. My parents hadn't signed my contract. I was so young. Wow. There's a lot of stories that stand out, but I don't think you got enough film.
Right.
But to be honest, dude, like, being with them guys for so long, like, every time we left the house, it was a story. You know what I mean? It was just like it was one of those, I can't even explain it.
Surreal.
It was surreal. It was just like, how did I end up here? Like, just
right.
like when you're on like a 40-city tour, you pull up to a Best Buy, and this was back when we would duplicate our own CDs on the bus for the next show because we were passing out snippets back in the day. Now we got all digital streaming and stuff. Back in the day, we had to put it on part. So Paul and Juicy, they had money forever. Paul and Juicy would go into a Best Buy, buy like 9 or 10 CD duplicators, and the whole back bunk of the tour bus would just be like all these duplicators. And we would all have our own job. Like, I'd put stickers on one, you put them on in the case, and but
what they call it, burning CDs?
Yeah, burning them up. So one time it was just, this is not even a crazy story, it's just funny to me. We pulled up at a Best Buy in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was a Stay Fly tour. So the tour bus was wrapped 3-6 Mafia big, it said Stay Fly on it real big, it was huge. We pulled up at the back of the parking lot. Everybody that worked at Best Buy walked out on their job. There was people stealing stuff inside Best Buy because there was nobody in there to watch everybody, right? All the employees were in the parking lot getting autographs and posters and shit. And like you hear this manager just like going off. He's like, y'all get in here right now. Every one of y'all are fired. And this one dude was like, hey, this is 3-6 Mafia. You can have that job. And he quit right then. And I think he ended up following us to like 2 or 3 cities.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
and that's just, there's some very incriminating stories that I know, and I'm not.
That's rock star status.
But yeah, it was. I mean, we're talking like, you know, back in the day when Best Buy was back, we're talking like 30, 40 employees. Just like chicks came running out the door. But yeah, that's just a light story. Since this is a light, you know,
Yeah.
I can tell some horrible stories.
The choir version of it.
This is the choir version. Yeah. Next question.
Well, hey, that's pretty crazy. I mean, giving up your job.
It was just cool because me being so young, part of their group, and even though I'd already dropped 2 albums at that time, it wasn't like Stay Fly. You know what I mean? Stay Fly was so big.
Yeah.
I can remember being on the tour bus before we even got it wrapped, and we all used to meet up at this Kroger in Memphis because they had a big parking lot. So we'd all meet up before tour. And I was like, what are we touring for? He's like, because Paul just called me. He's like, pack your bags and we got along. He was like, and by the way, if Sony asks, you're not an artist, you're a roadie. I was like, hey, shut up to Sony. That's all good. We ran in a black car though.
That's awesome, man. All right, so you're booked at the Redneck Rave this year.
Yeah, baby. Shout out to Justin Time.
Just in time.
He actually showed up at my show in Indianapolis. We've been talking about it over the phone, and we've been chopping it on Instagram, talking on the phone and stuff. And I had a show in Indianapolis, and I think he just recently moved close or something there.
Yeah.
And my partner, that was a promoter or whatever, he goes, Justin's going to be up here talking to you about this Redneck Rave. And I was like, oh, okay, I like that. He's going to come talk in person. Threw around some numbers, shook hands like men. I'm on the show. Redneck Rave, October 16th. Your boy Lil Wyte will be there with plenty of merch.
There you go. So you're booked to the Redneck Rave this year. How do you feel, or do you even know? I guess you've seen it; it's worldwide, about the controversy surrounding the. He had an interview with Vice, CNN, about some of the dangers of being there. But
I actually saw something he posted where it was London Times or whatever. London. But I want to say it was London Times posted a story about this guy in America. I think somebody got strangled almost to death. And like somebody, it was like some bad stuff.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be controversy no matter what you do in 2021. You could literally float down from the heavens with angel wings, and somebody's like, I don't like that color. You know what I mean? Like, I think the angel wings should be gold. Shut up. God, just enjoy life, man.
that's
But I'm proud to be on that show. I actually, when he first walked up, because you know, Justin Time's like, what, 7 foot tall almost. Like, he's huge. I didn't realize he was that tall. I met him years ago, but we was kind of like, real, you know, just, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But like, we're sitting outside the venue and I'm talking to him and I'm looking up and I'm like, this dude's tall, man. And, you know, at this point in life, man, just go get your bag, bro. Get the money, man.
Yep.
Get your money.
he's a heck of a promoter, man, for
Yes,
sure.
he is. Shout out to Justin, man. Thank you. Oh, the first thing I asked him when he walked in, I was like, what took you so long? What is this, like your 6th one? I just,
Best for last,
Yes,
or best for now. I said best for last. I hope it ain't. So the Redneck Rave is it's a medley of all kinds. Afro Man, as you know, play.
yeah, shout out.
It's a medley of all kinds of people from different genres. And how do you feel about country infusion so much in the last 10 years into hip hop?
If you would like for me to be very, very honest, I'll go back 20 years, 18 to be exact, to just the good old boys. Now, I don't like tooting my own horn, but I've had a lot of people tell me that, you know, I don't, you know, me and Joe had this conversation a while back ago where he was like, well, you were one of the first to do it. And we didn't even realize we were doing that back then. We just sampled Dukes of Hazzard and just wrote a rap song to it. But like throughout time, I have to say, like, I
Just the Good Old Boys.
Just the Good Old Boys was one of the very first country rap infused songs ever.
How'd I forget about that? I've heard them.
Like for real. Like, but I love what's going on right now. As long as they keep it G. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it when you put too much hip hop or too much country. Like, you know, I was just on Upchurch's last album. Yeah, shout out to Upchurch.
Yep.
You know, Upchurch even told me when we talked about it, here to us T Stoner. Shout out to Stone Baby Stone, T Stoner. My still there.
So Upchurch, shout out to Upchurch.
Yeah, shout out to Upchurch. His last album, Trainwreck, song on. Like I said, as long as people keep it genuine. You know what I like about Church is he's country to the bone, but he also has a very hard, like solid rap side to him also. So shout out to T Stoner for sure, because he brings that side out of a lot of people, man. He knows how to yes sir. He just knows how to, he knows how to find people's niche and go for it. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yep. So as long as it's country infused, anything, whatever, music is music, people are people, as long as it's authentic.
As long as it's authentic and the production's got to be perfect, man. Because
Right.
this day and age, if you cross genres, you got to do it right.
Awesome. Well, I got one more question. Let's see.
Hey,
What?
how's my hair? Thanks.
Actually, two more, real quick. I guess we're gonna back up here. I missed this one. When was the first time you got that call? Hey, and it changed your life. Like you realized I'm not gonna have to have a day job. I guess it was 3-6.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day?
Of course I do. I don't remember the date, but so at the time I was with an all-white rap group in Memphis. They were after all the wrong things. They wanted the drugs, the money, the girls, the cars, and all that. I had a baby on the way. I wanted the cash. I wanted the check. I wanted the record sales. I wanted the gold plaques and all that. I wanted that. And after negotiating for like 3 or 4 months over the contracts and stuff, 3-6, we got a phone call from the attorney at the time. He was like, I got good news and bad news. I'm like, what's the good news? Well, the good news is the contracts are in there. It's a pretty good, solid deal. So what's the bad news? It's only for Lil Wyte. They only want him as a solo. And that day changed everything. And it was the very second day that changed everything after that was when I was staying in an apartment when my daughter was just born. And DJ Paul calls me. He's like, hey, because where my apartment was a fence. It was like a 3-way stop right here. And my apartment was like right here. DJ Paul calls me. He's like, hey, you at the house? I'm like, yeah, I'm in the crib. He's like, step outside. Meet me by the gate. So he pulls up in his black Rolls Royce.